Hey, I'm Dr. Aldewan Tartt. I am so excited that we finally have quality TV for Black America. Did you see Blackish that came on ABC last night at 9:30? Airs on Wednesdays on ABC at 9:30, and it stars Anthony Anderson's dad, his wife, and the mother of the show is Tracee Ellis Ross, who you know is Diana Ross's daughter, and she also was on Girlfriends. You know them. And then the grandpa is played by Lawrence Fishburne. This is a phenomenal show. This is what we've been asking for. We've been asking for the Cosby Show, where here it is. It's entertaining. It's funny. It has a nuclear black family. The Anthony Anderson, the dad, husband is a VP at a marketing or advertising firm, and then the wife, Tracee Ellis Ross, is a medical doctor, and they are married. So look at those things. I know you're saying, what's the big deal? But when you look at television shows, how often do we see two affluent, upperly mobile African Americans who are married, living in the same house? Now I know that's the norm. That's the norm in my neighborhood. That's the norm in our neighborhoods. All right, it's not shown on TV. We like to show things that exist, but we just kind of ignore, Black America that's doing well and dealing with different type of issues. So I'm just so excited. And then what do we have? They have kids who live in the same house, who respect their parents, who are different from their parents. And what do you see? The staple of the African American community and families everywhere, they're eating dinner and connecting and relating to one another. Now, why is this so deep? Because as a psychologist, the number one intervention that I offer to families is how much time do you spend eating dinner and connecting and relating and building a relationship. I can tell you that's not the norm. I think studies show that less than 50% of families actually sit down and have 3 to 4 family meals a week. That's the core of how you're going to relate. We're wondering what's going on with our marriages and what's going on with our kids and the relationships. Not enough time spent together. And I know the power of the media, and seeing that is going to make families say, why don't we do that? Why don't we have family? Or why don't we discuss things like that? Okay? So we also see a multi-generational approach. We see the grandfather and the father and the kids all together. So you see them connected and not fighting and not infighting. It is just a wonderful thing. And then I like the fact that it talks about, talks about class issues. And we've seen class issues when it comes to like hip hop. We start talking about the streets and all that kind of stuff. That's just overplayed, and I'm tired of it. I can't relate to it. I mean, I'm not saying that. When I was raised in a public high school, we couldn't carry book bags, and we had our share of issues. However, majority of us are all doing well. We're doctors and lawyers and architects and engineers and entrepreneurs, and we're doing a lot of things. That's the part that we need to see, and that's the norm when it comes to how we were raised, and I'm just so excited. So this is about Anthony Anderson, who I believe was really raised in Compton. In the show, he's raised in Compton, but because he's done so well, his kids are raised in LA, probably in some like Beverly Hills neighborhood, and they are the only African American family on that street. And I think that's something that a lot of African Americans can relate to, whether it's at work, whether it's in the neighborhood, whether it's at a conference, being the only one, and how raising your children in a life of privilege, or at least more privilege than what you had, is a challenge. And I think that's something that we can relate to as African Americans at any level, to where maybe you came from a lower SES, and then you move to middle class, or you go from middle class to another level. That's just something that we all want. We want our kids to have more than what we have, and that brings up certain dynamics and them taking certain things for granted and just having issues that we didn't have. So please watch the first episode. It was funny. It's funny because the son wanted to have a bar mitzvah because he obviously lost himself being the only African American, and so Anthony Anderson decides to throw him a bro mitzvah, which is just so funny. So funny. So please support this project, and let me tell you how good God is. I am indirectly connected to this project by a great friend of mine, one of my best friends. And when we met she was at Spelman, of course, I was at Morehouse. She talked to me about a vision that she had for a television show or a movie that would make Black America proud, and this is that project. It's taken all this time to put something on major network TV, ABC. I have love for reasons you may not understand. So just thank you so much for following your vision and fighting through all of the obstacles and the things that don't want quality TV on that shows African Americans in a positive light. So thank you for everyone involved that I don't know. And I'm gonna let you know, we're gonna watch this as Black America. We're gonna commit. We're gonna watch this Wednesdays at 9:30 because we're gonna be about that walk and not about that talk, and show that a positive family raising kids in the same house, affluent Black America, everyday issues that we can deal with, not poison, not making us zombies, not making us feel worse than we really are, can be supported and be a ratings juggernaut. All right, so I'm Dr. Tartt. Watch Blackish Wednesdays 9:30. Take care. God bless.